Hello, I'm Todd Smith, and this is your appellate tip of the week. This week's tip is appellate deadlines still apply during the COVID-19 pandemic. I recently reported in another video that the intermediate courts of appeals have started to issue blanket orders extending deadlines for filing appellate briefs. About half, I believe exactly half, of the 14 intermediate courts of appeals have done this. And there was some speculation as to whether the Texas Supreme Court might issue its own blanket order that would cover the issue more broadly and provide parties with some relief from briefing deadlines in light of not only the coronavirus, but also in light of the recent ransomware attack on the appellate court websites. Recently, the Supreme Court issued its 17th emergency order, and that order adds some new wrinkles to some of the subjects that were covered by previous orders. But one thing it does not include is a blanket briefing extension deadline. It reiterates the language from a previous order that says that briefing deadlines apply generally, that are not affected. Deadlines for filing a notice of appeal and filing appellate briefs are not affected by the order, but that parties should file motions for extension of time for appellate briefing and the appellate courts should liberally grant those motions. So by all appearances, the Supreme Court is not going to step in on this issue. The court has left it up to the intermediate courts of appeals to manage their own dockets. And as I say, I think 7 of the 14 so far have issued blanket orders extending briefing deadlines in ordinary appeals, with some exceptions, to June 30th of 2020. And so it appears it's going to be left up to the individual courts. We don't know whether we're going to see any blanket orders out of those other 7 courts. I've posted links to the orders on my blog, and you can visit it at www.texapplawblog.com. And a recent post there identifies the courts that have issued blanket orders and includes links to those orders, and I will update that as new ones come in. We haven't had any really this week, and so it may be that what the orders that you see listed there and the courts listed there may be all that we ever get. So again, it's important that you first of all identify whether your court has a blanket order issued in the first court, 14th court, and so on. And then secondly, read the order very carefully because there are some exclusions to the briefing extensions, namely mandamus or original proceedings and certain family law cases that are the deadlines are tightly governed by statute. That's it for this week's tip. We'll see you next time.